Hello students, in today's video we are going to start Unit 2 of Chapter 1, that is Change of State in Matter using Kinetic Theory. In today's video we are going to cover these topics: change of state from solid to liquid on the basis of kinetic theory, change of state from liquid to gas on the basis of kinetic theory, natural consequences of the high specific latent heat of ice and steam, natural consequences of high specific latent heat of vaporization steam. So let's start with first topic, that is change of state. When heat is absorbed or given out by a substance in addition to rise or fall in temperature or change in dimensions of substance, its state may also change. Here in this diagram you can see solid is being changed in the liquid and liquid can change in the gas. Also gas directly can change in the solid and solid directly can change in the gas. These are some processes of melting, freezing, vaporization, condensation, sublimation and reverse sublimation. By these processes state can change. For example, when ice is heated, it changes into liquid state. If more heat energy is supplied, then the water changes into steam. Change of state from solid to liquid on the basis of kinetic theory. Now only I have given you one of the example when state changes from solid to liquid. When ice is heated, it changes into liquid state. So how these molecules changes in this process, that we are going to discuss. When a solid is heated, for example ice, when a solid is heated, its molecules absorb heat energy and the kinetic energy of its molecules increases. Due to this increased kinetic energy, the molecules start vibrating about their mean position with a great amplitude. In turn, increases the intermolecular space and we can see intermolecular forces between these molecules of the solid. This continues till a stage is reached when the kinetic energy of the molecules become more than the intermolecular force. At this stage, the molecules start interchanging their positions and the solid changes into liquid state. This change in state from solid to liquid is called the melting or fusion. Here in this diagram I am showing that when solid changes into liquid, that process is called the melting or fusion. And the temperature at which this happens is called the melting point. Now, change of state from liquid to gas on the basis of kinetic theory. Change of state from liquid to gas. We can use same example. When more heat is provided to liquid, it changes into steam or gas. So here in this diagram you can see there is a liquid in which when we are providing heat, it is changing into gas. This is the process of vaporization. So how molecules changes in this, that we are going to discuss. When a liquid is heated, its molecules absorb heat energy and their kinetic energy starts increasing. As the average kinetic energy of the molecules continuously increasing, the temperature of the liquid rises. With the increase in the kinetic energy, the molecules start vibrate with a greater amplitude about their mean positions. In turn, increases the intermolecular space and weakens the intermolecular forces. This continues till the kinetic energy of the molecules become more than the intermolecular forces. At this stage of the molecules rapidly leave the liquid and changes into gaseous state. This change in state from liquid to gas is called the vaporization. Now, natural consequences of high specific latent heat of ice and steam. First one is soft drink bottles cool better in ice than water at 0 degrees Celsius. Because every gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius extracts out 336 joule of heat energy, more than water at 0 degrees Celsius, which is owing to high specific latent heat of ice. This is the reason that soft drink bottles cool better in ice than water. Second one is weather becomes warm during snowfall. Because every gram of water at 0 degrees Celsius on freezing gives out 336 joule of heat energy. Owing to high specific latent heat of ice, as very large amount of heat energy is released, the weather becomes warm. This is the reason weather becomes warm during snowfall. Weather becomes very cold when snow starts melting or the hailstones start melting. In this image you can see that snow is melting. During this time weather becomes very cold because every gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius extracts out 336 joule of heat energy. We are using same reason in all the consequences. From the surrounding on melting to form water at 0 degrees Celsius. As vast amount of heat is extracted out from the surrounding, it becomes very cold. Glaciers fed rivers flow throughout the year because ice on glaciers melts slowly, as every gram of ice on melting to form water at 0 degrees Celsius requires 336 joule of heat energy. This reason we know already. Summer or winter, the ice on the glaciers does not melt completely. This is the reason that rivers flow throughout the year. Icebergs sometimes reach equatorial regions in the sea because ice has the highest specific latent heat capacity, which is 336 joule per gram. When a large sized glacier is picked up by ocean currents, it melts slowly because huge amount of heat energy requires to melt it. In such situations, some big icebergs manage to reach equatorial regions. Now, there are some consequences, natural consequences of the high specific latent heat of vaporization steam. First one is steam is used as a fluid in thermoelectric powerhouses, because in thermoelectric powerhouses coal is used as a source of heat. The heat of burning coal is used to raise steam, which has the highest latent heat of vaporization, that is 2260 joule per gram. As no other substance can carry as much heat per gram as the steam, therefore steam is used to run turbines. It is the heat energy carried by the steam in bulk which turns the turbines that are coupled to electric generators to produce electricity. Second one is burns caused by the steam are more severe than the burns caused by the boiling hot water. That I think we have observed. Steam has the reason behind it. Steam has the highest specific latent heat of 2260 joule per gram. Every gram of steam at 100 degrees Celsius will deliver 2260 joule of heat energy, which is more than the water at 100 degrees Celsius. This excess heat energy of steam is the cause of severe burns on the skin.